Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for the Farm and Ranch News. Well, Montana agriculture is sure thankful for the improved moisture conditions this year. However, it came with some costs. Flooding remains a concern for many areas, and for a lot of producers, the moisture started with heavy snowfall that resulted in more expensive hay being purchased and some calves lost. During the Wyoming Stock Growers Convention, Farm Service Agency Administrator Zach Ducheneau told our team they're trying to improve programs to help producers recover from disasters.
We made a change to the LIP program, Livestock Indemnity Program, that kind of realizes the value of that baby calf when it hits the ground. Instead of offering a $100 payment for that loss, we've based it more on what a marketable product is worth. Specific to the disasters we've made some enhancements to our ELAP program that will help producers recover some cost when they have above normal feed purchases, higher than normal freight on those above normal feed purchases. We're even working on trying to help with some snow removal.
Farmers and ranchers will also see disaster aid through the 2021 and 22 Emergency Relief Program. And the Montana Grain Growers Association is issuing a call to action to members to encourage Congress to adopt legislation that would double funding for trade programs, the market access and foreign market development programs in the upcoming Farm Bill. Research predicts that doubling the funding of the two programs would generate an additional $44 billion in U.S. ag exports over 5 years. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see you back here to talk about our markets.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought, there always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, but it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Ag News. JBS subsidiary Biotech Foods has announced they're going to build the world's largest commercial cell-cultured meat plant in Spain, producing 1,000 metric tons of lab-grown beef each year. Andy Schwab spoke with NCBA President Todd Wilkinson, who said cell-cultured meat is one of the biggest issues facing the cattle industry.
We'll gladly compete against something like that, but the consumer, they need to be able to see that it's cell-cultured meat. I just don't want the beef industry to go by way of what happened to milk and lose the ability to identify our product as unique and natural.
Well, turning to our markets, a mixed session for the cattle futures, a result of lower corn, but also a slight dip in the cash trade. Still though, cash sales several dollars higher last week with live deals from $185 to $194 and $295 to $300 in the beef. We're very excited about the results from the first video sale, but don't sleep on the auction barns. 6 weight steers at Billings Live last week sold for $302. Weigh-up cows were firm from $95 to $105 and young pairs from $27 to $2,800. Hog prices also moving higher, just not as much as the cattle, but still up 18% in the last 3 months. And hard red winter and spring wheat futures were lower after the USDA forecast slightly higher winter wheat production, rising U.S. stocks, and global wheat supplies that were raised 2% on larger crops expected in the EU, India, and Russia. Well, that's it for this morning's Ag Report. Have a great week.